Rockets still looking for their first points of the game. That's usually a good place to start.
Trying to show that he has confidence in them.
McGrady steps back.
See, this pump fake here is vintage T-Mac, and then he gets hit on the arm as he shoots. He's giving his teammates enough chance. They're not making any shots. He's got to take over this game right now.
McGrady into front McGrady. Now McGrady one-on-one with Bowen, and he'll shoot it from the outside and hit. Saw McGrady, but McGrady picked up the dribble. Ray for Alston. And tipped up and in by Mutombo. And Rayford to the basket with another one. They're allowing San Antonio only one shot. McGrady to the basket for two over Elson.
The Spurs interior players were looking around like, hey, who is supposed to rotate?
Oh, turnover. McGrady gets it ahead to Rayford. If he can run it down and save it. And he can't do it. And Tony Parker taking it inside, blocked by Hayes. They haven't scored now in about 5 minutes.
Three teammates all shooting over 40% from the three-point minutes a game. Robert Horry is averaging 18 minutes a game.
Bonzi goes inside for two.
Playing against the Spurs, too.
Yeah.
Remember last year in the playoffs, he averaged, 20 and 10.
People thought it would be. Luther Head taking it down the baseline. Set up Chuck Hayes for the basket.
Juwan Howard with a man-sized rebound in there. Looked like he was fouled. There goes Juwan after the ball. Just rips it away from Elson. You can't tie somebody up around his back.
No.
Juwan Howard with the rebound, and Elson's got his arms wrapped around him. Come on now, you can't. That's a foul. Don't tell all.
Inside to Elson. Look at Luther Head. Elson put that ball down on the floor, and Luther stole it. A lot of red jerseys. Juwan goes for the slam, and he's fouled.
Not played good basketball up to this point. Nice pass from Rayford, though. Look at that left-handed bounce pass to Juwan, and Juwan takes it in strong. What a pass. But Juwan, I like
for three. And the long rebound. Chuck Hayes gives the Rockets a fresh 24. Rayford doesn't waste much time. Good defense by the Spurs. A lot of dribbling by Houston. Luther Head had to ball. Mutombo sets that pick for Luther Head, and he hits. Long arm, still a great defensive player. Luther Head with a jumper. Parker, and knocked out of bounds off the knee of Duncan. Parker backing it inside. Everybody got a piece of it. No one picked him up. He was the trailer. And the ball is loose. Going to the floor is Battier. And he ties up Duncan.
Shane Battier doing the dirty work. Now he's going to be down here in this corner, boxing out Tim Duncan. Now watch Duncan push Shane Battier in the top of the back there. There's a foul over the back. But Shane Battier doesn't get the call, so what does he do? He dives after the ball, gets on the floor. Working hard down low, hustle. He's already got 8 or 10 stitches on his head from last.
T-Mac chased by Bowen. Tracy to the basket, draws the foul, count the basket.
This time, he protects the ball with his body right there, draws the contact, and then puts the ball on the glass. That's how you learn from your mistakes. T-Mac's going to the line for an and one. Watch this body. And then stays with the shot. Battier's going to be the guy. Oh, nice counter play from the Rockets.
Luther Head hits a three.
All season long, the Rockets have been running a high pick and roll for Tracy McGrady in this situation. But what happens this time is they fake it. Now stop it here. As Shane Battier fakes coming up to set the pick, they pass the ball over to Luther Head. Now Shane Battier is open here in the middle because Robert Horry reacts. Now stop it here. So you got to come off the three-point shooter to help right there, and that opens up Luther Head on the weak side for an open three-point shot. What a great counter to a play that the Rockets have been running.
Done a great majority of that without Yao Ming, and that's going to be difficult to do against those other teams. Those arms up, and we'll give you a little different look. There's McGrady.
If I caught over there, I was shooting.
Not a lot of room in that corner. There's Rayford. Nice pass back to Howard. Juwan doesn't trust his jump.
I don't know where we'd sit.
And the rebound by Duncan. And good play by Rayford to get back on defense. Right, Duncan will work it on Mutombo. And Mutombo with a block.
They bump into Juwan and Oberto. Dikembe blocks with the opposite hand, and then boom, there's another collision inside after the block shot.
All right, now Alston on the outside. Game tied at 42. McGrady tries to untie it tonight. 46-44 Spurs. A lot of defense, not a lot of baskets.
Well, defense is what these two teams hang their hat on. The Spurs never playing a little tough defense in the backcourt.
Juwan Howard. Battier back to Alston. He sets for a three and hits it. 2:47 Spurs. Under 4 minutes left to play. McGrady working it inside on Bowen. Put it up and in, and he's fouled.
T-Mac, watch this spin move to the baseline. He feels Bowen playing him on the high side, so he goes low, draws the contact. How he gets that to go in, I don't know, but he ends up hitting the floor hard.
Back out to Alston. Well, look at this defense played by San Antonio. Juwan is open. Juwan hits. Brady back to Rafer. Rafer gets a step on Ginobili. And up and in.
Now see, Elson gets off of Howard. He's going to sag in there and try to help. Because Howard can't score with 3 seconds left and out of bounds.
McGrady draws a double team off to Juwan. What a play by Tracy McGrady and Juwan Howard. Play in the corner. Duncan and Mutombo. One-on-one now. Rafer comes over, almost knocks it away. And he does.
And Tim Duncan posted up and Rafer just digs it out. As soon as Tim Duncan puts the ball on the ground, Rafer's there.
And down to 5, down to 4 seconds, down to 3. Juwan is wide open. Yes.
To make plays. Now this is the quarter where the Rockets have got to make plays.
There's Juwan, baseline jumper, hits it. Jock Vaughn back to Brent. Got to stay right up in Brent, and here's a steal by Rafer on Bill. 63-59 Rockets. Bonzi taking it inside on Ginobili.
Spurs are only shooting 38%.
One extra pass, Shane Battier hits a three, and he's fouled.
This. Here's Shane Battier in the corner. Now here's the double team on Bonzi. As he kicks it out, the Spurs are going to rotate. As you pass it around, there's the open shooter. Right there. Here comes the rotator. A little bit too late. Shane falls down, draws the...
Alston 4 seconds on the shot clock. Rafer!
Then Rafer with the three-point bucket on the other end. That was
the team. That leaves Shane open. Good fake by Battier, baseline runner. Battier gets it back, puts it right back up, tips it in again.
Bounce. Watch Chuck Hayes move his feet. Goes baseline, gets back in front of him this way. Luther Head knocks the ball out of bounds.
McGrady, big shot. Tracy. McGrady coming off the pick. Ginobili picks him up. McGrady gets another pick. Jumper, T-Mac, yes. Dallas and San Antonio. Hayes now behind Duncan. Duncan takes it in and missed it. Good defense. Hayes put a little body on him. Maybe a lot. McGrady for 3. Oh, T-Mac! He's going to come to a fight with Chuck Hayes. He better bring more than that.
Chuck Hayes goes after the ball, knocks Brent Berry out of bounds, stays with the ball, is able to get timeout before he gets tied up. Brent Berry takes a shot from Chuck Hayes. If you're going to be in the paint with him, you better be ready. You better have some padding on.
So right back to T-Mac. T-Mac one-on-one with Bowen. Back to Rafer Alston on the drive. Boy, oh, Rafer brought rain.
Rainmaker from Rafer. He gets Bowen leaning one way, comes in one-handed, throws it up there. That's not a haymaker, that's a rainmaker right there.
Ginobili to Duncan, and a charge on Tim Duncan, if you will.
Take a look at Shane Battier, not fouling, getting good position, and Chuck getting outside the semicircle, getting his feet set, drawing the charge. Wow, both teams are just giving it their all. What a great game we're seeing here tonight, folks. All right, they're all, T-Mac hangs in the air, just can't get enough English on that ball to spin in there. Watch Shane Battier twisting and turning and reaching and grabbing and trying to get that ball. Come loose again. T-Mac on the floor. How many times?
McGrady pops out, hits the jumper. Giving it up to McGrady. McGrady flashes out. He hits the basket. He's fouled by Bowen.
Hit jump shots while they're being fouled. He comes off this pick with a pretty good look. Bruce Bowen hits him on the arm as he shoots. T-Mac, time and time again, can make jump shots while getting fouled.